Flavor of the month.
Playing the right army.
It's not a flavor.
The correct army.
Only playing the best army ever.
I gotta say, your army looks fucking tight.
Thanks. It's taking some time, but it's fun.
Alright, my fucking camera's dying.
I don't have juice tonight, but I have a beer and a frosty Chimay glass that Kurt gave me.
Nice.
Damn, you.
I have some Pacifico from Father's Day, so I'm just drinking that.
Dude.
I had an edible and chilies earlier, so
Shit, that sounds bomb.
What's your Chili's order?
I have two. It's either the triple dipper or the smoke house stack, whatever.
Oh,
The smokehouse combo, that's mine. I love
oh,
that,
that's
dude.
so
The fucking-
good.
The spicy,
I love the weenies are great. With the
yeah,
cheese.
dude,
amazing.
so good.
Yeah, those are the two things I always get. I don't really step outside of that.
Like the Chipotle honey is always bomb. Dude, Kevin's not coming this time.
Honey
he's
Chipotle
got a
chicken
baby,
crisper
dude.
slap.
Like a 1-week-old baby.
Oh, his baby just come out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, he gets a
He
pass.
just posted it, I think, like today or something.
Yeah, the baby's been born for a hot minute. It's fresh.
Yeah.
Where did he post it?
Fresh out of the oven on Facebook.
Oh, okay. I barely ever look at Facebook.
Yeah, right. Kevin didn't accept your friend request.
I think he did.
Damn.
Let me look. Let me go find fucking Kevin. So I can...
Fuck
Kevin K.
do this. That's so gay. I hate Discord. Okay.
Hate Discord.
Yeah, it's like they changed their. You could do like a pop-out menu or a pop-out.
Oh, I hate that.
thing, and it used to be where I could make it to where all the cameras are like in a line, and it's not doing that anymore. So
We tried resizing it.
I did try resizing it.
I request for the next juice cast that you have to change the color of my banana hammock.
I haven't gotten any new visuals. I'll have to hit up the art department.
I'll have to take some candid photos of people's faces this event.
Yeah, I think we need to get some fresh faces,
Fresh artwork.
fresh crotch shots.
But we are live. We have been, so I can start going through this.
N-word, 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 N-word.
That's weird.
Just gotta get the algorithm started, you know.
Gotta get on Austin's
Yeah.
Instagram.
So actually, the first thing we should talk about is it's going to be 85 degrees on Sunday. So it's not going to be super hot, but it's going to be pretty warm. So yeah, stay hydrated and
Just
wear light clothes.
tribute to the title of the RTT name.
We're going to put the new Luis terrain in the sunshine and see if it gets if it passes.
See if this one melts.
Oh shit!
If it melts, everyone gets their money back.
I'm putting everything in high temp filament then real quick.
But yeah, so tournament next Sunday in the garage. Schedule is the same, 9 a.m. start time. I actually just copied the schedule from last time, so it's exactly the same. Half-hour lunch, which is like, half hour in air quotes, like people just finish their games and we take our time and whatever. Pizza again, right, Darsh? Costco pizza. I think we're doing.
Yeah, it seems to be the go-to.
I'm just gonna breeze through the doc here because I mostly copied it. I threw this like random thing in here because I thought I was gonna play random again, and I changed my mind. So I don't think anyone signed up as random, so I'll skip that part. We have like a WYSIWYG thing, but there's a bunch of people proxying stuff. So if someone's proxying it, we'd probably okay to. So you can blame us. Army lists are already due. We're already past that. Everybody got me their army lists on time, mostly, except 2 people, but it wasn't too bad.
We also had 2 really late sign-ups, and they got their list in.
2 signups today.
Yeah, and they put them in before 5, right?
Yeah.
Everybody except Eric. Eric did not.
Eric's list is up.
Yeah, but it was after 5.
I was. I'll give Eric a pass.
So this event, we're doing WTC terrain, and we're also using
Fuck.
their FAQ because we're using their terrain. So there is a 12-page document on the WTC website about walls and charging. So I'm going to try to simplify it because this is probably going to come up during the event. The normal like terrain charge blocking thing that you do may not work in your game. WTC has ruled that if you are charging and your unit is infantry, beast, or like a Primarch and Belisarius call specifically, basically if you can go through a wall, you can complete your charge no matter what. And if your base is blocked from making that charge, then you treat the outside wall as a barricade. So the wall will give you 2-inch engagement range.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard, but it's
Yeah, just treat the wall as a barricade.
If you can go through a wall. So if you're a monster or
Yeah.
a vehicle or something, you could still be blocked. You can still be charge blocked with like the 1 inch away from the wall thing. It's very important for lots. There actually is mostly shooting armies in this event, but if you are a melee army, know that if you have something that can go through a wall, or if you're playing against a melee army and they have mostly infantry or beasts, you can't block them like you can normally. That's just part of this terrain rule. So we decided we wanted to do the WTC terrain, so we're just adopting all the rules wrapping around it because we didn't want to make our own custom thing.
Also, no one else does it here.
Yeah, no one else does it here. It's like our thing, like to be different. I think that was Max who just joined, but he's playing Knights, so whatever, fuck him. He's not playing World Eaters.
Now we got Adam Funk and Fred.
Okay.
Adam Funk is playing Thousand Suns.
Yeah, he's playing Thousand Suns. I think that
Let's go,
vehicle detachment.
my Zinchian brother.
But yeah, so WTC terrain, you can charge through walls if you can go through walls. Just keep that in mind, because that's different than what normally happens, right? You can normally like charge block people. You can't do that most of the time in this event. And then speaking of which, these are the terrain layouts for the missions. So mission 1, it's Burden and Trust is the mission, and this is what the terrain's going to look like. The terrain itself has a couple things to notice. First off, the blue ones are the tall ones. Those are the 3-story ruins that are completely like solid. There's no windows or anything on those. It's the same terrain we've always been using. The terrain that we use at our events, even when we do GW terrain, it's using this terrain set. So our terrain is actually designed for this layout. So the red ones are the 2-story ruins where you can see out of the top of the 2nd story, and then the blue ones are the 3-story ones that are completely solid. On this terrain, it'll tell you in spots if large things like knights can fit through areas, because like if you look at like on the top of this terrain between the red terrain piece and the crate, that's what that like rectangle thing is. A knight would not normally be able to fit through there, but if it has a green knight, then that means that anything, as long as you can fit through there and end on the other side, you can fit through there. So it doesn't block you from moving big stuff. And all the terrain will have spots. So like up here on this blue piece, knights can't fit through there. But anywhere in between in the middle, they can fit. And I tried to pick like the medium terrain layouts where big stuff could fit through, so people wouldn't be penalized for bringing big stuff. So this is what this looks like for this is what Hammer and Anvil is. Hammer and Anvil. So it's mission 1, Burden and Trust. That's the guarding one. Mission 2 is Purge the Foe. So it's the old ITC one. And again, here you've got a couple of spots where knights can't fit through, or they can fit through. So just take a look at the terrain layout and see what you can find. But yeah, again, blue is the tall, big ones, and then the red ones are the small ones. And then these like gray rectangles are crates, and it's 2 crates stacked on top of each other. And you
Yeah,
can't
2
draw line of
stacks.
sight through them, so there's just 2 crates, and they're not necessarily obscuring, but if you can't see around the crate or over the crate, then you can't be seen. So they're not like regular terrain features that have bases that like you're obscuring if you're behind it. This one's like just a true line of sight thing. And then so mission 3 we have Search and Destroy. Here's the terrain layout. these crates make for narrow walkways in the middle, but knights can pass through them. So if you got a big tank or a big monster or something, like a great unclaimed one that wouldn't be able to fit its base through there, you can go through there if the thing says that knights can go through it.
You just have to be able to clear it, right?
Yeah, you just have to be able to clear it. Then this one's taken hold. So I try to keep the mission simple because the new mission pack is a lot of like complicated missions or missions that have changed, and especially at the end of the night of like a beer hammer event, I decided to go with Taken Hold to make it simple.
Can knights go through those big blue ones, even if there's no symbol? Because I thought they could for like they just roll a leadership or whatever.
Oh, that's like a separate rule of Warhammer. Like, you mean just like walking through walls, like that knights can just do that. But I'm talking about like being able to fit through, like so, like this one right here. So there's the two blue terrain pieces, and they're next to the crates. If you walk between the crate and the terrain feature, you didn't go through that terrain feature. You don't have to take that test.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but like normally, you can just walk through walls because you're a knight, and that's how knights work.
Yeah, was it the 4-inch or less? You can walk through it.
Yeah, it's no knights can just walk through walls.
I thought it was 4.
No, knights can walk through any wall. They have to take some like weird D6 leadership check, and if they fail, they're battle shocked. That's like a.
I thought you. Isn't it just like the new Kool-Aid Man where you have to pay CP for it or something?
No, it's just built into their data sheet.
It's built.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, knights just
It's what is it called? Super Heavy Walker?
It's something like that.
For the big ones.
But like if you're playing, like a Great Unclaimed one or like Fulgrim or something, and you're on a huge base, like you can fit through here. That's what the knight symbol's for. So like if a knight is walking between those terrain features, they don't have to take that test because they're not going through any walls. So WTC terrain's a little different. I mean, I'm sure some of you have played against it like in team events and stuff, but that's just what we're using. And on top of the WTC terrain, we're actually using WTC scoring too. So if you're not familiar with how that scoring works, basically you get a certain amount of points based on the score differential of the entire game. So let's say I'm playing Adam, and Adam scores an 80, and I score a 76. Because our score differential was within 5, we actually tied. Right, so there's this table that looks up points, and it's basically like every 5 points you beat your opponent by, you go up a point, and your opponent goes down a point. Like I said, we're doing the WTC terrain. We kind of tried to wrap all the WTC's rulings and scoring and everything into it because this terrain was kind of designed for that. And an important thing to know about the scoring and placing for the event, wins and losses are not how our ranking is defined for this event. Your ranking is based on your WTC points, and then the tiebreakers go to like your opponent's path to victory and your opponent's path to victory. So what that means is, let's say that there's a whole shitload of like big knights and like vehicles that have signed up, like all the army lists I'll show them later. Let's say you have an army that can't kill those, and you have no chance of winning that game. That means that you can play for a close loss and go for like a 9-11 loss or like an 8-12 loss, and you still have a chance of winning the event because it's the ranking at the end of the event is strictly based on your WTC score, like your points.
Yeah, quality of your opponents.
Yeah, so like we're gonna have some people that are tied on points, and the tiebreakers are your opponents and how well they did, like in your path to victory and your opponent's path to victory. I hope that makes sense. It's how they do it in teams. We're just doing it in singles for this event. So another important part about that is that like if you feel like you're going to lose the game and you have no way of winning, still play out your game and still score as many points as you can because it matters for the ranking of the event.
You can go 2-1 and win the event because it takes all your points total.
Yes.
So if you have a close loss and then 2 blowout wins, then you're going to score 40, 50 points.
Yeah, like if you had like a 9-11 loss and then you like 20-0'd your next 2 opponents, you have a chance of winning the event with 49 points. It could happen. So that's how the scoring works. That's how we're doing terrain. We may not do this every time. We like to be a little different than all the other events, so we're doing WTC stuff. If you guys hate it, we'll stop doing it, but we kind of like it.
We also want to like, if you have a bad round 1, or first turn, finish the game because you might keep it close.
But yeah, anyway, and then I just put that down here. So it's based off your WTC points is the placings at the end. Tiebreakers will go down to opponent's win path to victory, or your path to victory and your opponent's path to victory. Those are the 2 tiebreakers.
Smiley face.
All right. So paperwork all the way. This isn't meant to be like a interactive thing just yet, but I hope that made sense to everybody who's here and everybody who might watch this. That's how we're scoring things. That's how the missions are.
Also wanted to just quickly note, I posted like a separate PDF document with the 3 mission layouts, or sorry, the deployment layouts. Take a look at those because they're higher res, and if you're pulling it up on your phone, it's not going to hurt your eyes. Because for some reason the Word doc doesn't let you see it at full res.
Okay. I haven't looked at it on my phone, so.
Louise for president.
Oh yeah, before we get into the list, we didn't chat about this in the admin chat, but do we want to tell people what the swag is now that we're at the cast, or do we want to wait?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I think I'd do it right now in case people need to drop off later or something, because we sometimes tend to ramble at the end.
Should I go try to grab one real quick?
I took pictures of it.
Okay. Or, oh yeah, let me just go to the admin chat. There's nothing in there.
Post
I can send
it.
them straight
Just
to you,
delete
right?
all the penises and.
Yeah, I'll just send them straight to
yeah.
your personal message.
Yeah.
I'm going
No,
straight to
don't.
admin chat. Here we go.
Oh god.
Get all of it.
Instant demonetization right here.
Oh, I can't
You're
actually bring it over.
Well, I sent you 2 pictures, so if you just click on them and open in tab.
It's I have to like change my op stuff to bring up Discord.
Click on the message in Discord. So you click on the photo, and then in the top right, you should be able to open in browser.
So, okay, here we go. So what we did for the swag for this event is we actually printed out all of the cards, all the mission cards, all the all the objectives and shit. So this is a full deck of cards you guys will get with like all the secondaries and the primaries and all that shit in there. Because those cards are like, they may have just come back in stock, and you might be able to buy them now, but for a while you couldn't buy them. So we made 18 decks of cards that we're gonna hand out with swag. So hopefully you guys find those useful.
Hopefully use them.
Yeah.
Because it fucking took us like 3.5 hours.
Forever to put it together.
Alright. I missed dinner.
All right. So let's go into lists now then. Starting with Aaron. So Aaron's on Empress Children, and I was looking at your list, and it's like, I mean, you have a Lancer, which is your spice, right? You got a Lancer, but outside the Lancer, you basically have a pretty standard Emperor's Children list. You're running Coterie. I guess you only were running 1 Demon Prince because you got a fucking knight. But,
What's the list name? I can't see with the picture in the way.
EC Knight the Dildo.
Nice.
So he's got the Demon Prince that comes back when he dies on a 2+. He's got the 3 best units in the game. 2 Cacophonous, one that has the Eldar enchantment that turns dice into 6s. 3 Infractors, 2 Tormentors, 2 Rhinos, 3 Noise Marines, and then Cerastus Knight Lancer. Why this knight specifically, Aaron? Like, what does that knight do that's cool?
I feel like right now with Emperor Children, anytime you run into like anything super high toughness, it's a giant slog from them. Even with the best units ever, it's a 50-50 chance of them spiking, or they just hit like a wet noodle and the infractors are dead and you're just left with the character.
Yeah.
So like, and I've tried Mauler Fiends. Mauler Fiends are just so swingy with the 5-up invuln, and even though they do get to advance and charge, they're very hard to hide with the Lasher Tendrils, so they just get shot off the map half the time.
Yeah.
And if you try to reserve them, you have to kind of hope they don't have enough screens, or the map plays well with that. So like, I'm not a fan of Mauler Fiends just because of that one. I've had times where, out of 6 attacks, only 2 wounds get through at the very end. So with the Lancer, the biggest thing that I've wanted for Emperor's Children is they need a big distraction Carnifex that can just soak up damage. Because as long as they're shooting at that knight, they're not shooting at your Noise Marines, at everything else. And they kind of have to respect it because it's a 4-up invuln, so it's a coin toss, unless they're throwing dev wounds at your way. So with him being able to move 14 inches, free tank shock, he's just a big distraction Carnifex that you have to deal with, or he's going to be a giant pain in your ass once he gets into the line. So that's kind of why I liked him. Just it's a lot of wounds, a lot of toughness. That, yeah. So that's really about it. That's why I like.
Is that the dude with the staff that shoots and swings?
It's not
Yeah.
a staff.
Lance.
the big spear?
Big giant
Oh, it's a
lance.
spear. Okay.
Well, that's cool.
It's a Melta spear, isn't it?
I've played a ton of games with Emperor's Children, and they do struggle killing knights. I feel like the Lord Exultant's like the best unit to kill knights with, as long as you have
Yeah.
infractors with them. Otherwise, they're worthless.
Yeah, I was like, other than that, you're just hoping your Noise Marines roll high enough on their wound roll, and that because once it does get to once you get enough through with the wound roll, you can take down some high toughness stuff, but it takes like 2 to 3 units, and you
Right.
don't like doing that.
And you got to roll 5s.
Yeah,
That sucks.
yeah. So that's why, like I said, he's a big beefy boy to go run in there because the thing that I've kind of found weirdly too with Emperor's Children is that it almost works better for you if you go first and you're able to cage people in their deployment zone. Like, even though you don't have all your buffs, you just threat overload people with all your units. You say you have to kill everything because everything is kind of deadly, but if they don't split appropriately, then they're having a bad time.
You have no
So,
Lucius either.
Yeah, no, I've kind of given up on him. Lucius is that thing that you want to hold him back to, like, oh hey, you want to give it because he has a lone op, feel no pain, and all that stuff. But half the time he's not worth his points. I'm like, oh hey, I can heroic intervention here, or I can charge. He kills a couple things and then he just dies immediately. He's too, even with the 5 of feel no pain, he's just kind of he feels flimsy.
He's got 6 attacks, right? Never felt like enough for me when I was using him.
That's kind of my problem with Emperor's Children right now is that they went with the funny numbers and they gave a lot of characters 6 attacks when I'm like, why?
Yeah. Well,
So
it's a good thing you brought that knight because there's a whole shitload of vehicles in these lists.
Yeah.
So.
I had a sneaking suspicion. So this is we'll see how this goes. I chose him over a shooty knight just because a shooty knight people can ignore.
Right. Yeah. All right. Let's go to Adam's list. So Adam's doing the Warpforged Cabal. Is that the vehicle attachment?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know that one. Armon. Okay, he's got Armon. He's got redeploy stuff now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Zinch with wings. This guy's got a cool ability when he drops out of deep strike. Terminator Sorcerer with perplexing cloak. Okay. I'll just go through the whole list and I'll ask you, Adam, what this stuff is. One squad of Roy's Marines with Flamers, 2 Vindicators, 2 Forge Fiends. Was this intentional? You had one with the autocannon?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. 2 Beasts, a squad of 4 robots, alright. 3 Bogoats, 6 Bogoats, and 2 Zangors. Okay, so, is this army just like high damage with your monsters and vehicles? Is that what this is? What's the detachment ability for this?
Vehicles get to reroll 1 hit roll, wound roll, and or damage roll. If they're within 6 inches of a sorcerer, they can reroll 1 of each.
Okay.
And if they're within 6 inches of a sorcerer when they die, they blow up on a 5-up.
Okay. Vehicles, not monsters too?
Vehicles only.
Okay, so that's your Vindicators.
So that's the Vindicators, the Forge Fiends,
Robots.
the robots.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Any cool tech with the characters? They all have enhancements.
Armon flat redeploys 3. And they can go into deep strike. The Sorcerer Terminator Armor's perplexing cloak gives him lone up. And then I can use him to shoot things and make my Vindicators hit on 2s. And then the biomechanical heals and the warp curse gives my rituals 30 inches instead of 24.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. The shaman are pretty cool. They make the exalted hit on the enlightened hit on threes.
So 3.
And then I can kill one randomly to increase his strength and number of attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So mostly your legwork's coming from your vehicles and monsters. And you get
Yeah. And the reason
playing Warhammer pieces.
Yeah, they can go up and come back down where I need them. And the reason I did the 1-4 chain with the autocannon is A, that's what was on it, and B, it's wound up paying out like wonderfully. It's anytime I go up against Marine List, it pretty much wipes units by itself.
Yeah.
So I can fire my other stuff into other things.
Yeah, especially with the +1 a hit, and it's just a natural strength and damage profile for killing Marines, so yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then when you take it up to AP4 randomly, it's even better.
Yep.
Right on.
But yeah,
List.
yeah, it's pretty basic.
All right. Alex Ivanov. Okay. I don't know what he's playing. Oh yeah, Tau Empire. One of our we have 5 Tau players in this event out of 20, so a fourth of our armies are Tau.
Wow.
Disgusting.
I don't know a lot about Tau.
The meta is shifting, boys.
Tau shoots.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, I just saw auxiliary quadrants. It's more complicated. Like, the auxiliaries are next to Tau units, and the auxiliaries are close to enemy units. Tau units plus 1 MP. It's kind of like buffing each other.
So what are the auxiliary pieces? Is that like the crude stuff, or?
Yes, our auxiliaries are crew investment.
Okay.
Tau units are.
Okay. Alright, so you got Shadow Song, Commander in Cold Star, with the usual loadouts. 2 crude carnivores. Some of these crude stuff scouts, right? Does any of it infiltrate?
None of them infiltrates, all of it scouts.
Okay.
They all scouts them.
Okay.
Idea being is you have some infiltrating Tau units that are already up front. They scout next to them so they get 8-inch lob. They see if you take a quick first one. Your opponent has to come out to deal with them and then see that they come out.
Okay.
But generally like that. Also to stage or rampage.
Yeah, the
Those are like
rampagers, they hit pretty hard, right?
yeah, that impact it pretty sharp. They're pretty cheap for what they do.
Yeah.
With the 18-inch load out, they do nastier. It's just shots real movement.
2 crisis battle suits, 1 ghost kill, and 3 big tanks. Alright.
Yeah, I didn't have any other anti-tank, so I just put 3 hammer heads.
Yeah.
Usually that tech is to take at least one of the ion cannon because you get extra AP buffs with the stratagems and anti-tank, so that's what I'm saying.
And these Vespid squads, they like go and they redeploy each turn, right?
Yeah, the up and down, yeah.
Okay. Right on. It's a cool list. I still have not played Tau in like years, so hopefully I get at least one Tau game in this weekend.
I haven't seen any new crew,
The new models.
so it'll be cool. It'll be cool to see some of these new ones.
All right, let's go over Austin's list. I actually don't even know what Austin's playing. I mean, I know what our army is playing. I don't know what kind of army is playing.
It's the same thing every time.
All right, so Doom Black Templars. Is he running his LVO list? Yeah, it's not Black Tide, so.
Yeah, 2 repulsors,
Yeah, okay. He literally
2
hasn't
big
changed
bricks
his
of
list
sword
in
bros.
2
Yeah.
years. So it's the same list. It's basically 2 big sword bro bricks with little have feel no pains from Grimaldus and 1 from this guy. He's got 2 Primaris squads. He's got his big JPI squad. I think he's got a captain for him too. Yeah, he's got a captain. Infiltrator squad. And then does he still have the lieutenant? No, he brought the E-Champ. Okay.
That's new.
Yeah.
That E-Champ actually fucked my day the other day we played.
He's
I was like, damn, this
dude,
guy fucking slaps.
Always trying to slam that guy into this, so good for him to just bring it.
He's cheap, so if he gets in, he does work.
Charles is playing Shadow Legion. Okay.
Playing big slappy bitches.
Big slices. Alright, Bellicor.
You're not reading any of the names.
Nah, you guys gotta keep me honest. Bellicor, the redeploy Bloodthirster. Leaping Shadows on the Great Unclean. What the fuck is Leaping Shadows?
He just made it up.
It's like probably not even an enhancement.
Just typed it in himself.
Okay. Models in the Bears unit have. Oh, Scouts 9? Damn. Alright, that's kind of cool. I think
She has
people
a Scout
usually-
9, great and clean one.
People usually put that on like the ACDC brick. And then he's got one Red Master. Okay, so he's got 2 Nurglings, squad of Plague Bears, three Blood Crushers, Chaos Lord and Terminator armor, Abominate, and then Warp Talons. Okay, it's kind of cool. Scouting great and clean ones new. I guess that makes sense. They move 7s.
What's the Terminator Lord doing for him?
I don't know. Normally they have. It's like a.
I was looking at the same thing.
Because they give you a free strat. So it's probably a strat he's using for free.
Okay.
It's probably like a.
Yeah, the strat doesn't have it's like one Arabic Astartes and one King and they have to use it. So they take Chaos Stories with me. I think they make it take a strat for free, but I forget.
I forget which one. There's a strat people use that guy for. I forget which one it is.
Once we're battle around, the army can use this.
I don't know.
It's like a redeploy. It's like you can
Yeah, I think
redeploy
you're
demons
right.
and then
Next
Arabic
phase
Astartes do this.
is- Oh yeah, it's a redeploy strat. That's probably what it's for. And it's any
It has to be
one heretic.
Heretic Astartes. Oh, okay.
It's one of each. Okay. All right, that's kind of cool. What else you got? Daniel, another Tau list. Okay, this is Monka. This is the go first and shoot hard fast, right? That's what Monka does.
Yeah.
Commander in Cold Star, Commander in Enforcer.
Misopods, Flamers.
Dark Strider. Okay. 2 3-man battle suits, Hammerhead, Gunship, Carnivores. Those Scout, right?
Yeah, they scout. Nice to be.
Okay. Piranhas.
Does the Tango Bomb launcher make charges harder?
No, it's just a gun.
Ah,
This is
Lame.
just like Mortals kind of thing.
Stealth battle suits infiltrate.
It's like
right?
strength 5 D3 shots. So it equals 1 damage blast.
Hmm.
yeah, the stealth suits infiltrate and they do better spotting.
Yeah, they give the army roll once to hit damage against the target now. They changed spotting so not everyone basically gets the benefits of this lower unit.
Okay. So I'm seeing the stealth suits.
He's running triple Riptide. That's so awesome.
Is this just like he's gonna try to table you early? Doesn't that what I don't know what the Tau stuff does, but I know Monka is like they activate early, right?
Yes, so the coordinated. Oh, is that the. I think that's the one where you get the armies to say hits against the target.
Okay.
Yeah, usually the idea is they just rush towards you and jail you and blood them.
So Monka, the first, second, and third they have assault and lethal hits. So there you go.
He's just gonna
He's gonna rush you down.
yeah, he's gonna run out and just shoot.
He's gonna release the good.
Little Nicky.
I don't want to play against that army, to be honest. Okay, so another Tau army. This is Devin's.
Pretty high chance of playing against a Tau player, let me tell you.
You're gonna play against 3 Tau players.
Are we?
Oh shit.
Except for this one's Devin. Fuck Devin, dude.
Devin, what detachment is this?
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah,
Sorry,
like,
I'm driving right now.
Okay.
Can you pull over, please? We don't want you to endanger yourself.
I'm good. I like it myself. I'm actually going 200 right now in a 30.
Nice.
Basically, +1 strength, +1 AP on battle suits, depending on the range you're at.
What's the name of the
Battle suits go
detachment?
bird. Retaliation. Roger.
Okay.
I'm just here to shoot shit and fly around on my jump packs. That's about it.
So far we've had 3 Tau lists with 3 different detachments. These are different detachments.
I say that's kind of cool, at least.
Is this like similar to what you ran in the TTS event?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. There's a couple of changes here and there, but pretty much the same.
Okay. All right, right on.
Skyway, double Riptide, Ghost Keel, 3 battle suits. Ooh, a broadside.
Skyway gunship.
Single broadside.
All right.
Stealth, stealth, stealth.
All right. Let's see if we can find someone who's not playing Tau.
The
Eric,
sisters.
playing sisters. I don't have 30 sacrosanct, so 20 with 11 sisters and a costume will have to do. All right.
That's his way of asking hey, would this kit bash work?
Is this what it feels like to read an Eldar list when you don't play Eldar?
Let's see. Is this the character detachment?
I don't know. Let me look it up.
Champions of Faith.
Sororitas. Is there like
Champion.
a web version of this website? This,
Attachment.
Sororitas. Okay, what is he playing? He's playing Champions of
I can tell you what it is.
Go for it.
Go for it.
It's you can pick 3. He gets to pick 3 units, and they'll get righteous. That'll give them +1 movement, +1 leadership. If they are the Sacrosancts, Paragon Warsuits, or Battle Sisters, it'll also improve their weapon skill and ballistic skill by 1. And then all the strats are based off of that and get better if you're righteous. So they have like a fallback and shoot. They have a -1 to hit for the Sacrosancts. They have
Feel no pain.
a feel no pain to mortals. They also have a sustained or lethal. Is another big one they have. And so basically they throw out 3. How many Sacrosancts does he have? 30?
20.
Only 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so Paragon Novitiates to infiltrate, Paragon Warsuits, Bow. Alright, yeah, usually you put the Sacrosancts with Hospitalers, so they get the -1 to hit, -1 to wound, 5 up feel no pain, 4 up invuln.
Is that all the time?
The Sacrosanct go with the invul.
And the Sacrosancts have 2 OC in this detachment.
Yeah, okay. So he's got Vault,
So-
Warsuits, got 2 Flamer tanks.
Yep.
Castigators are those aren't the indirect ones, are they?
That's
Oh,
now
those are
the shooty, and he's got the battle cannon, 2 battle cannon, 1 auto cannon. So they improve the AP, so it kind of just keeps going down the line. Anything they hit and don't kill,
Oh,
they can choose
So
them
he'll be
to.
ignoring cover and +1 AP.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you just kind of chain it all together. Then what's he got? A Palatine. And,
Canoness, Hospitaler, Magifier, Morgan Ball, and a Palatine, yeah.
It looks like the Canoness has the precision. All of her weapons get precision. And then the Mark of Devotion. Can't remember which that one is.
+1 attack. And if they're righteous, +2 attacks, +1 damage.
The Palatine, that makes sense.
And the precision one is if you kill a character, also you get a CP.
Yeah.
You know Emperor's Children
And it's not all they're good.
also?
Fuck off.
I never got my models from Devon, so I wasn't comfortable running Pink Tide.
Yeah. So it should hit pretty hard, and it should be kind of hard to shift the Sacrosancts.
Yeah. This is a pretty good list.
Yeah, it's a fun detachment.
Alright, moving on. Where are we at? Evan's list. Evan's another Black Templar player that never changes his list. It says jump. Let's see how many JPI he's got.
There's 2 JPI. Well, 1 JPI, 1 Vanguard vet.
Okay. Oh, so you have changed it a bit. Alright.
Yeah.
This has got
I mean, it
Captain.
kind of works the same as usual.
Yeah. Maldus, Helbricks. So, Intercessor Squad. One. You still got the 20-man. Is this a 20-man?
Yeah.
Pulsar, 10 JPI, Ballististrad, Lancer, Infiltrator, 5 Sword Bros, Scout, and do the Vanguard vets with Jump Squad, are they like similar? I haven't actually played against those. Are they similar to the JPI?
So, no, well, they're strength 5, and they have lethal hits on the charge. They're 4 attacks each, AP 1. The captain makes them strength 6 because he gets +1. And then the captain's got Sigismund Seal, so they're strength 6 with lethal hits. I take sustained hits, and they crit on 5s, and uses free CP to give them AP 2.
Oh shit. Good.
So they basically just butcher the shit out of things.
AP2 strength 6 chain swords that are lethal on 5.
Yeah, lethal and sustained on 5. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and a couple of storm shields for when people just shoot AP12 at me with 75 damage, because everything kills Marines these days.
Yeah. All right, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's solid. It's fun.
Yeah, looks like a pretty solid list.
Good against Tau.
Good. Yeah. 5 Tau players. Gotta be up with Tau players. All right, then we got Fred's list, and I think Fred's here. So, Fred,
Yo.
pedal to the metal, dude. What's going on?
All right, so pedal to the metal. After drinking, I think it was 6 White Claws, I realized that I could make this list with a bunch of my Transformers. So the plan is I start everything all the way up front and then just drive all the way to the other end in one go. Because the new thing for it is you can advance shoot and charge and fall back and charge and all that good shit without being in the wall for your speed freaks. So everything on a good day will be moving 18, and then you shoot and then you charge another minimum 6. And there's these tanks. I think they're called scrap jets. When you charge into something, you deal mortal wounds. So I can, and once you do that, you charge 3 times into one unit. Give it a bit of tank shock, and if you have I have like tank busters and breaker boys, so that also deals some mortal wounds. So hopefully that can take care of anything T12 related. And then I just keep using all my units, just keep shooting, and hopefully the thing's dead by the time I'm done shooting. Because I have about like 22 activations, so it's death by units.
What's the profile on all these like buggies?
Everything shoots on 5s. It's a glorious day when I'm able to shoot on something on 4s. Half the time I'm shooting on 6s because people like to, have stealth in their whole army.
Yeah.
Might as well shoot them point blank with my with all my vehicles and stuff. Thankfully, they can, like I said, like charging into things and then falling back, going reverse and going right back in will help out a lot. And while they're getting distracted, I have all my orcs, the rest of my orcs, I have a healthy amount of infantry, like my knobs and mega knobs, they take care of anything bigger. And I have the, what do you call them? The race car ones, they're able to teleport anywhere on the map.
Shock jump dragsters.
The dragsters, they are absolutely slept on. Because you just pick them up and put them somewhere down on the field. They don't have stealth or lone op like Snickrot, but they're still a vehicle. So it's having a whole vehicle teleport anywhere around the map is pretty pretty nasty because you have to at least dedicate something to shoot a vehicle in one go if you're trying to do something against it. And I have 3 of them, so it'll help out with side objectives.
Are all these
They also-
like as tough as a truck? Just about.
T7.
So a truck is T8, a buggy is T7, but I also have stratagems to give any of my vehicles 4-up invuls until the end of a phase.
Okay.
So that makes it really nasty.
Like 8.
What's up?
How many wounds do they have each?
9, and the truck is 10.
Okay.
So
Also
they're
with
very
that
healthy.
Uppy Downy car. Its weapon is a Dev Wound Precision.
Hazardous. Don't forget
8-2
hazardous.
And hazardous. 8-2 D6 plus 1 single shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
So
As long as you don't
jump out
save.
and sneak some characters.
Oh yeah. So if you can't shoot, if you fail one like the single shot with one car, might as well have all 3 of the Draxes lined up ready to shoot. So they have precision too. That definitely helps out with character assassinations. So it's just absolutely overloads it. It's not unsimilar to a 4 p.m. traffic in San Diego.
Okay. Right on. So just drive it into your opponent, overwhelm them, create chaos, and try to win the game that way.
Oh yeah. And then hopefully run out the clock, and then take pride that you just wasted somebody's time.
There you go. All right. Next list. Greg Stefgard. What has he got? If I don't see 3 bloat drones and 3 blight haulers, I'm gonna be upset. Mortarian's Hammer, okay, looking good so far. 2 Kid Lord of Contagions, Lord of Virulence. I want to say this is like a thing that buffs. I think we're gonna. Oh yeah, okay. So we got 6 Death Shroud, 3 Death Shroud. Here they are. 3 bloat drones of blight blight launchers. 3 blight haulers. Have you guys played against these things yet? Because they're fucking bullshit.
I played against it today, yeah. Most bullshit army ever.
Dude, they're so bullshit.
Yeah.
I think the Lord of Heroes, he gives his unit reroll wounds. And they have like flamers.
Oh my god.
Like AP 3, like strength 6, AP 3, like
I
that.
think this enhancement gives him rerolls to hits for blast weapons. And
The
that's
Shrinkworm Familiar
Yeah.
is free Overwatch, by the way, too.
okay.
On the LOC.
That's right. That was
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah, Lord of Contagion, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Lord of Virulence's ability that actually he like targets something, and I think they all get to reroll blast weapon hits against it.
Okay.
Gross.
These blight haulers get +1 to hit and wound against vehicles and monsters or something, like for 90.
Yeah,
points.
and the melt is lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's lots of vehicles
He
this
is
time
running 3
around.
Plague Burst Crawlers, which are arguably pretty shitty, but I mean, indirect, you know, everyone hates indirect.
Does he have spewers or entropy cannons?
He has
Entropies.
cannons.
Yeah, triple tanks with triple entropies.
One of them should have spewers. That's the tech play, and you stick it on your home objective. So when people jump down, you just
Yeah.
overwatch and wipe out the fucking scouts.
Yeah. Well, either way, I don't want to play against this. This sounds gross.
It's annoying. Yeah, I've played against Mortarian's Hammer quite a bit actually. It's pretty annoying.
I played against it with my Emperor's Children with 3 Mauler Fiends, and all 3 died in the first turn. It was fantastic.
Yeah, they do. Death Guard is undercosted.
Me,
Yeah,
I'm here.
there's
Oh,
no-
yeah, they're super undercosted. Speaking of broken and undercosted, here's Blood Angels. BA take and hold and charge. Okay. 2 jump back captains, a chaplain, Dante, Judicar. Okay. 2 impulsors, 10 man JPI, only 12 blade guard. Double Lancer, Infiltrator, Outrider squad. Those are the bikers, right?
Yeah.
3 mans of Sanguinary Guard and a Scout squad. Okay.
Damn, 3 minutes Sandguard is 110 points.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap nowadays.
That's cheaper than a fucking unit of Death Road.
And this is the Liberator Assault group. What is that one?
Yeah, that's the +2 strength, +1 attack
Oh, yeah,
on the charge.
the standard one. Okay. All right. Rage Shield War. That's like +1 damage or some shit, right?
No, it's once per game, sustained 3.
Sustain 3. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
It's just for him, right? Not the squad.
Just for him, yeah.
Okay. Still, I mean, Thunderhammer sustain 3 is pretty scary when you're rerolling hits.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's a list.
It's just lots of damage.
Yeah, lots of damage. There's nothing like crazy about this list at all. Just like.
It's Blood Angels, yeah, pretty standard.
So what does the chaplain go with the blade guard, and then the
If he's a foot chaplain, yeah.
Judicar goes to the other for fights first, right?
Yeah, and the Judiciary should have Rage Fueled, but I guess the captain has it.
Captain JP or the jump pack captain has it.
Interesting.
And the other guy, the chaplain's got speed at the prime. What is
That's fight first once per game.
that? Oh, so he's got 2 fight first squads. Great. And they're both blade guard. Fantastic. All right. Well.
Just pile into him to be fine.
Yeah, just don't charge those guys. Alright, who we got next? Oh god, the top player. Sorry, top players. Usually 1 top player is enough for me, but we got 5 ones fucking them up.
Get wrecked.
Wait, do we have 5? There's for real 5 top
We
players?
literally have 5 topplers.
This is the
Get wrecked.
4th top list we've gone over. This is
And
a
he
different
seems to be-
Praise be to the greater good.
Expendable prototype.
Are y'all finding them behind a fucking dumpster? Why do you have so many in this tournament?
Dude, this is
They've been banned. They've been banned from all the other events.
This is actually our 4th top list and our 4th different detachment we've had.
All different.
It's
That's
the
good, at
6
least.
extra range to guns and like strats that give them like lethal and sustain. It's
Okay.
like one way to give 8-inch blown off when you shoot at that crisis seeker.
Okay. Alright, so you got one commander in Cold Star, one enforcer, recruit lone spear. What does that join the rampagers?
It's a low.
Nah, he's a low character.
Okay.
He
gives a
shoots at
buff.
something and recruit units through hits for rest of the turn. Shooting at melee.
Yep.
Good battle suits.
And Luke shoots too.
First
So.
kill,
And
first
one.
kill. Hammerhead. 12 rampagers. Okay. One
Oh, yeah, that-
Riptide,
That's interesting.
2 stealths and Vespid. Okay.
I got a quick question for the top players. How much does
How do you live with yourself?
Knights going to T11 improve your game into Knights? Like, is T11 a break point for Tau?
Huge. Do
Not
broadsides now when the Knights on 3s.
Oh
Yep.
boy. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
broadsides. Yep.
I guess that.
I only see one broadside though.
Doesn't make a difference to me rest of the time. I just run hammerheads.
Yeah.
There's no difference for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope to God every top player gets matched with a knight player. I want to see both of those, both of those armies just away from any of the table.
Or even better, just match Tau against Tau and just
What,
watch them shoot each other, dude.
What do you play, Fred? Wood Elves? Are you a Wood Elf player?
No, we orcs, son.
Uh,
We only in melee, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
I play with my figurines all day, son.
Yeah.
I'm
I
five
mean,
up.
these talents have some melee. Be dangerous.
All I'm here to do is just make sure my payload gets in.
I like the sound of that.
One of those commanders has a Melt of 4. It's +3 strength, +1 attack, Melt of 4 weapon.
You in your truck right now, Marshall? Looks like you're like trucking on the road in the darkness.
No, it's just dark in my house.
That's fine. I like that. You didn't change it.
Here. I'll put on my makeup lights.
Perfect.
His streaming lights.
Got the ring light.
This is for my jack off videos.
Nice.
Oh God.
Is that better?
Gotta pay for your hobby somehow, you know?
Dude, Devin got that close.
Just gonna brightness way up. Is that better?
Devin, what the hell are you like? Just
I think Devin's
putting
under
it straight
Fred's,
to your
Fred's
face.
bed. Devin's under Fred's bed right now.
Yeah.
That's
the camera.
That's
angle.
great.
You just see
I'm
Devin
in
pop
the
out of the
garage,
shadow
you won't be
behind
able to find
Marsh.
me.
Alright, we're done talking about fucking Tau. Can I go on to the next army now?
It's
Sounds
Tau.
great. Sounds great. Don't be a hater.
I hate Tau. I have this like rational hate for Tau. Or irrational
Tau's
hate.
awesome. It's because you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well,
I'm not a bad person. I'm not for the
Can't
greater
even pronounce judiciary.
good. I can't. I'm fucking retarded.
Yeah, big time.
Alright, Keith's Chaos Knights. Lords of Dread. I'm sure that's a detachment.
What's the list name?
That's the one with the
SP2.
50C. That's the one with the 50C sticky.
Oh, nice,
Hey,
nice.
Keith's
That's all that
here.
matters.
Approve. Keith's here. Alright. He's got his fucking big guy.
He always brings a big guy.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, dude.
He's now tough 11.
Shut up. Is he really?
Is he really?
I have no idea.
Oh my! I would have fucking lost it, dude.
I don't know
700
if
points,
the,
T11.
I don't know if the Forge World data sheets got updated. I'm not sure.
Let's see.
I'll look.
Chaos Knights. The Proto Fear.
He's T13 still.
Swag.
Okay.
2 up, 5 up, vulnerable, 30
Probably-
wounds.
He probably didn't even go down in points, and Keith's running him anyway.
Untouched from the ages of time, dude.
Were you being serious about the 30 wounds?
Yeah, it has 30 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
It's a
He's a
chunker.
big boy, dude. I mean, it's 700 points. You gotta at least have 25.
Or wait, is that the night I tried? Who did I try? I ended Devin and he like one rounded it.
I think that's what the one.
It was a similar night. I feel
So,
like.
so he gets lethals if he doesn't move. So you just like deploy him, touching the terrain in your home DZ, and then you can see everything, and you have lethals the whole game. You just never move.
I also think he's so big he can't fit.
Yeah, he can't fit. He can't move. You really
So
gotta
it's-
love the necessary lethals on a strength 18 weapon. That's Really need those lethals, don't you?
And some people roll ones. I know that you don't, but Some people
It's also
Nah, yeah,
twin linked.
Yeah, that's twin lights.
Yeah, that's the 700 point tax, you know.
So the thing with this attachment, he'll have +2 OC,
Yeah.
which what's pretty sweet about this is if you're battle shocked, you still get the +2 OC. For two reasons. First reason, you get to choose order of operations. The rules apply when it's your turn. Second reason is every other rule like this has the stipulation that unless you are battle shocked, then it doesn't apply. This one doesn't have that. So seems like everybody's playing it +2 OC even when battle shocked.
Also, the free
So even if you fail, you're still minimum 2
You're
OC.
still 2 OC. Yeah.
the new sticky rule for Chaos Knights seems pretty fucking good.
It's awesome. Any phase, you can do it top of any phase.
Yeah.
5 OC, 1 CP for 5 OC. And if you match it with 5 OC, you still don't take it.
Yeah.
You have to put 6 OC on the objective to clear it.
So normally when you sticky an objective, it's like you control it until your opponent takes it, right? So for your opponent to take it against Chaos Knights, they actually have to stand on an objective with at least 6 OC. Otherwise, it's still yours, even though you're not there.
Yeah, Greg was crying with his 4 Death Shroud in Deep Strike, or his 3 Death Shroud in character of 4 OC. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave my home objective because I really don't give a shit. You can't take it ever.
He actually brought a 6-man, so he has 7 OC to take it from you now.
Yeah, no, he had that too, but it was doing other things. But yeah.
All right. Moving on from Keith, we got where are we at? I fucking lost where we were. Luis's list. All right. Grand Cove. I'm gonna take it to
And-
Luis. Oh, dude, I fucking love this unit. Luis.
Yeah, so in our lab testing, it seems like the DP with wings is pretty busted with the enhancement of Eldritch. So
It's the lab slamming a 6-pack and
it literally
Turn
no.
3.
There's so many fucking beers, but anyway, it affects psychic weapons, right? So he's got a psychic shooting weapon, and then he also has a psychic sword, and it specifically says it adds strength and damage to the weapon or something like that. So both in shooting and melee, he's a fucking piece, and you know he's got the new Demon Prince stats, so he's a fucking force to be reckoned with. He deep strikes once per game with an ability that gives him sustain hits D3, or
You can set him up 6 away.
yeah, and you can set him up 6 away. He can't charge after that, but you can still set him up wherever he wants, basically, and just get him like really good shots.
And can it kill a single war dog?
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
If I have full rerolls, then definitely.
He's got 9 shots with this gun.
Just giving you some flashbacks to your Flyrant, your Flyrant attack.
Dude, that was so fucking sad.
Yeah, this
Bombed like a
dude makes
12-inch
sense.
charge, killed nothing.
Slams the fucking 12er and then just eats shit.
Alright, then you got the sorcerer with the exalted sorcerer with the
Yeah, Exalted Sorcerer on foot with the crystal.
The ass blaster, yeah.
This guy.
That was recently changed. You can't actually uppy downy while you're engaged anymore, so you have to be outside of engagement for that.
Okay. What does the exalted sorcerer even do?
He heals the unit, so he can bring models back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, then you got the extra spell guy on disc, 1 Infernal Master, Magnus, 2 regular sorcerers, 4.
The regular sorcerers are fucking goated, dude.
So good.
They use supercharge them once per battle, and they have it was 8 shots, and along with all the rerolls and AP and shit like that, they actually like really slap.
They're like a Chaos Lord in shooting.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. And then what makes them really good is rerolling wounds on objectives. So you attach them to root
Absolutely. Yeah.
1 spot of Chaos Spawn, 2 beasts, 6 bow goats, and Zankors.
Those bogots are good, man. Gotta watch out
Yeah,
for them.
they're really good.
You should have
What do they
had
do, 3 damage? 3 damage each?
2 damage.
Two damage
Two
each, but they're lethals, so you're just
Yeah.
fishing. If you throw something full reroll hits on something, you're just fishing for 6s.
I forgot the 3 damage is the wooden spear that your clowns throw, right, Mike? Throw the
We'll get there.
Wooden spear.
We'll get
3
there.
damage wooden spear.
Yeah, just don't fail any armor saves. You'll be fine.
If I have to match against Adam, I think I'm gonna get fucked on, but I think I have a pretty good shot against most people.
What's Adam playing?
He's playing the.
He's also playing T-Sons, but he's playing the armored detachment, so he's just gonna fuck up my day.
Yeah, okay.
Good thing there's a lot of walls in WTC. You can hide behind.
Yeah,
Is there a guy with
I'm
a katana?
hoping.
Is there a
I'm
guy with a katana
hoping.
behind Fred about to assassinate him. Dude, that's definitely Devin about to assassinate from the katana on the video. But witness a crime.
You guys live together? What the fuck? I didn't know you guys lived together.
Yeah,
They're roommates.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
roommates.
lovers.
Oh, roommates. Got it. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Devin, they're good friends. All right.
Dude, he
It's
was
a
in the
special
zone.
lady friend.
He was in the zone building some gork there.
All right. So next up we got, hey guys, whoa, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
Dude, nice battle wagon, nice.
We got Marshall's. This is actually our TTS Victor,
Yeah.
Grandmaster TTS player, who is just dominating everybody in the TTS scene.
Yep.
In the school bus division.
And this list is not anything like it.
Hammer of the Emperor. What's that?
It's the tank ones.
Oh, it's the same one.
So if I advance a tank, it goes 6, and I can go within engagement range, but I can't end.
Alright.
But that gives all my tanks the ability to, I can Kool-Aid through walls, I can fall back and shoot, I can advance and shoot, and all those are 1 CP.
So the command squad that goes to Leontis.
Yeah, I got the
goes. Okay. Rogador
up and downy.
Shock troops. Hell, only one.
Mike loves the up and downies.
Every time you say up and downy, Mike starts
I just
pinching his leg.
I think Devin said up and downy earlier too.
I don't respond to it. I don't engage.
What do you say besides uppy downy?
I say redeploy like a man.
But redeploy, is it really the same as uppy downy?
I talk about this after the game starts.
So do you say redeploy, but it
Well, 'cause
puts him in deep strike? Because uppy
'cause
downy
technically-
implies deep strike.
Lord Siller lets me allow you to redeploy 3 things.
I just started saying up down. Does that make you feel better if I say up down instead of uppy downy?
It's the uppy downy.
Yeah, I don't think he likes
that
the
gets
uppy
him.
down. It triggered
Yeah.
something in his youth when his stepfather touched him.
His youth.
He says, "We're gonna make it go uppy downy now, Mike." You're like, "No, not again."
The uppy downies.
Yeah, I used to play center in high school, so I had a lot of uppy downies.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Hellhound strip cover, demolisher tank, plus AP tank, 5-man ratlings. They're gonna infiltrate.
MVP in the list, hands down.
Scout sentinels. Let me reroll 1s.
I can't believe you're not bringing a Torox with 10 ratlings though. That's like
I don't have any
fucking one of those
Toroxes.
things, dude.
Missed opportunity.
And at the bottom, I have
Torax-
another
Was
uppy
the Torax
downy.
a Scion vehicle? vehicle? What's the Torax again? A Scion transport?
Technically, it's a Scion view.
So Ratlings can go in it?
Yeah, so you put 10 ratlings
Anything
in this
can put
fucking Torox, right? The Torox goes through a wall and goes right into your opponent's DZ. You jump out the ratlings, you shoot.
How far does this thing
something.
move?
It's far. It's far.
Okay. Yeah.
You shoot something with the ratlings, then you move after you shoot back in the transport.
What did that accomplish?
You killed something that was behind a wall in your opponent's target zone.
Okay.
Now they have a giant tank in front of you. They have to get through, and then all the ratlings inside.
What if they dodge you with uppy downy? Oof. Counterplay.
Speaking of uppy downy, I have another assassin down at the bottom
Reactive uppy
for uppy
downy?
downies.
Yeah.
You got a callus for uppy downy play?
Yep.
Nice.
And I have Gaunt's Ghost for uppy downy.
It's got lots of uppy.
And he has
and I brought
Canis
a-
Rex because we told him to.
Yeah, I brought Canis Rex because Mike Mental was like, "You need to fucking bring one." I was like, "All right."
I'm sure that you won't be disappointed you brought it.
You're gonna have the official Canis Rex Sir Hector model, but the knight itself will be Kip Ash.
It'd be like a warden. I'm not sure which one. I don't know what it is.
Good enough.
He's gonna have a chainsword and a Gatling gun. So that's my Canis Rex.
So you gotta
Do you know his rules? Have you read his rules yet?
I mean, no.
All right, yeah, check the rules out. Pretty
You should
good.
probably read those rules before Sunday.
He's pretty good. Yeah, he's
He
pretty
has
good.
laser beam and he punches. And what he gets a free CP.
Yeah, and if someone gets assassinated or something and wants to like kill him, if they kill the knight, he can just like hide. You can just
Oh
hide.
yeah, he's a little.
eyelid.
He has all that. A little lone
Yeah.
up guy jumps out.
Yeah. It's pretty dirty.
That actually came into play during our TTS matches.
Is it also for bring it down too? I think is that true?
Yeah, because you
Also
have to
bring it
kill the
down as a
unit to
score.
get the points. Yep.
Kill it until
That's-
you kill Hector, yeah.
It specifically says that in the description.
When it says Sir Hector in the description.
No, it says
Calls
if
him out-
if
calls him
Sir
out
Hector
specifically.
doesn't die, then you don't get the fucking bring it down
Yeah,
points.
yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I think it says that on Sir Hector, not on the Bring It Down card.
How does he get out? Does he eject? Like, what's the safety mechanism in a knight when it gets blown up? Like, is there a
Just
we're talking
spits it
lore
out the
now.
back,
We're getting into the lore.
I
Mike,
think
you've read everything.
lore-wise, technically the knights are supposed to be like locked
Well,
into it.
my knights are fused in.
Yeah, like you're.
pilots,
I think you're supposed to be
because I'm edgy, but like a normal
Aren't they,
person
like-
who plays
they,
a
like, wear
imperial
something that goes
knight.
in their spine, right? Like it's like
Yeah, I think they're permanently attached inside of it. The,
Well, then how does he get out?
Because he's fucking a named character.
maybe he's not the pilot. Maybe he's just like
It's a name.
He's the mechanic.
he's like the bridge, manager or something.
They're not that big, are they? Is there more than one
Nice.
knight in a knight?
Anyway, we got another.
Somebody
knight
has to
list
know this.
here. This is Max's list. He's running Chaos Knights. Trade Taurus.
Hell yeah, brother.
What does Trade Taurus Lands do?
It's a classic.
It basically allows me to choose an additional kind of like blessing thing.
Okay.
So I could do like 2 random ones and then choose one that I didn't get. So essentially, just like if I roll like -1 leadership and dev wounds, I can choose like extend my aura 3 inches, and now you're taking leaderships when you're below starting strength, and every time you fail it, you take D3 mortal wounds and other stuff like that.
Yeah, Mike, remember the dread table? He like gets to pick everything off the dread table.
Oh, yeah.
Detachment. You do like roll your doubles. You're like, oops, I got doubles. I'll reroll one, and then you, like,
Yeah, so
you get by turn 3 like everything basically.
So it's like
Yeah, pretty much.
Chaos Knights.
Yeah, you'll have a ton of rules. So
Better.
they'll be getting -2 leadership on everybody. It's pretty
Yeah.
strong. It's really strong.
On the-
it's probably the best strats. It has really good strats.
Yeah, on the Atropos, I have an enhancement that lets me re-roll them. So, like, say I get a double on turn 3, I'm like, oh, well, I don't need those. Let's re-roll it.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
So
because
the veteran guard's still the
if you-
4++ all the time, Max. The veil?
yeah, so it gives you a 4++ actually in shooting, and then it gives you a 5+ in melee.
Okay,
I kind
that's
of
good.
wanted to give it to the Rampager just because he would probably get better,
Yeah.
like better effect out of it. But I also thought, what's the thing that's going to cause the Rampager the most issues? Defensive strats and combat. So I gave him an enhancement that at the start of the fight phase, you take a leadership check. So basically, basically the plan is to get the -2 leadership, the dev wounds, and then on the charge do dev wounds with that plus tank shock, and then my melee. And if you fail the battle shock check, you can't use defensive strats. So
Yep.
Yeah.
And you'll be getting like
Pretty
+1
good.
to wound and shit too, probably from your roll.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, I have to roll now.
Yeah, well, you will. Don't worry. With your 9 choices, you'll have. Aaron, are you playing Custodes? Aaron, is Aaron playing Custodes?
No, he's
No,
playing
he's
AC.
playing-
Are there any leadership 6 armies out there, or what are they? Leadership 5, 6? There's
leadership
super
5.
good
The Marines are 6.
Rangers 6.
Marines. Yeah, any leadership 5 armies running around? Or you, 'cause if not, you're gonna be
Black
fucking.
Templars.
Black
I feel like
Templars could be leadership
Primarchs are
5.
like leadership 5.
Yeah, because I mean, even putting them on 7 is still pretty tasty.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I've never played this kind of an army before, and I kind of got the night bug
You're
recently.
never gonna go back. Never gonna go back once you.
Dude, so back in 9th, I was playing
once you have a
Imperial Knights,
big,
and it was
thick
so
knight in
much
your
fun.
hands, dude.
Oh, trust me, I need to post some pictures of my progress with painting them. I've been having so much fun with it.
You did the cool electricity I saw on your Discord.
Nice.
Yeah.
3 big knights, 4 baby knights, and a GLO and Airlings.
Yep, the 2 stalkers get Scout 6 now, and they still have the like +1 to wound versus things that are away
What do
from
you
their.
what do you like in the GUO for over Rodigus? You like the -1 toughness? You think it'll be good for you?
So actually, the
-1
the GUO makes him self toughness 13.
top 13. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so I
Nothing
just
wrong with
like
that.
the fact of being thicker, making like dark lances, bright lances, and las cannons wound on 5s. Like I get the 5-up feel no pain is probably better, but I just don't roll 5s like that, so I'll make my opponent roll 5s and see what happens.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sick.
But yeah.
Love it.
It'll be a good time.
Love it.
Alright, I'm gonna skip myself and go to the next Chaos Knights list since we're talking about Chaos
Oh
Knights.
shit. Yeah, we just keep rolling.
Consensual Flex, Chaos Knights, Lords of Dread. I think I've seen this list before.
Yeah, pretty much. So
You went with my original idea, all bigs, but I just don't
yeah,
have the bigs right now.
all bigs, 3 abominates, just do a lot of mortal wounds. Night spoiler, Gatling cannons, a lot of shots.
With the
Demon breath thermal cannon.
redeploy on that guy?
He's got the redeploy.
Redeploy.
They'll redeploy with deep strike, and then the rampager. So I would love to have put fight first enhancement on the rampager, but the points just don't work. With 6 bigs, you can take either the uppy downy redeploy, or you can take like I think it's like a free reroll, or free reroll, and is it the Vect one? Might be the Vect one. I can't remember. But anyway, yep, just 6 bigs, nice and simple.
But your up down enhancements 10 points.
It's 10 points. That's correct. That's correct.
Damn, I have to pay 25 points for my crystal.
Dude, is it the it's like the angle. It looks like Devin just got a sex change operation. Must be the angle on the camera.
Alright. If you guys have more nights.
Oh, what the fuck, bro? That's something you want to say, man? Huh?
One more night.
You were looking feminine, dude. That's all I'm saying.
He's got like
eyeshadow
eyeliner on or something.
The locks.
Naturally long eyelashes, okay?
That's his fucking Gooner bait webcam filter.
Yeah, are you streaming later?
When I was making the ChatGPT images for you guys' games, his name was Beautiful Asian Man.
You're the Fabio. You're the Fabio of the group. Just embrace it.
Alright, this is Tim's list. It's Imperial Knights. I don't know the different knight detachments. They fucking came out like 2 days ago. But he's got Canis, an Atropos, Castigator, Castellan, and Errant.
Does Imperial Knights have their codex now? Did they get their new codex? There was like a delay or something.
It came out this weekend.
They got the points changes, and I don't know they got the codex yet.
Oh.
There's no codex yet, so they're using all the.
So they're using old stat lines with ridiculously cheap points. Is basically where we're at.
Yep. So he's got 5 bigs and 2 characters. Yep. One of them's Canis.
He took the win with Imperial Knights one of these RTTs, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he did.
Who's it?
This is Tim G.
Tim G.
G's.
Oh.
Yeah, I played against this the other night with my elves, and it made me change my list a bit because I don't want to just lose to knights. But
Good thing you changed it, because half knights, huh?
And I'm the only one left, so we'll go over my list. So I'm playing Clowning Around, playing clowns.
Great name.
Thanks, it's a classic.
There's better ones.
I've always used this name, so I stuck with it. So it's like half Eldar, half Harlequins. I have like it's mostly Harlequins and like Warlock stuff because they give me access to Doom and Guide, which is +1 to wound, +1 to hit. So Eldrad gives me CP and +1 to wound. He like points at something and my whole army gets +1 to wound against it, which is pretty nice with clowns. The Farseer does the same thing but with +1 to hit. I'm playing a Shadowseer, which I haven't been playing in my practice games, but I wanted to play it. It's going to be attached to a big troop brick, and whenever anything attacks that troop brick, their melee weapons get hazardous. So like, there's nobody playing big melee bricks in this event, but you could imagine if somebody.
It's like each model each model that attacks you take a hazardous attack.
Yeah, so I guess if I'm playing against Evan and Evan's 20-man guy, so
Austin.
My troop brick, every guy will have to take a hazardous attack in combat, so maybe kill like a couple models with that.
Yeah.
The
Could be good.
Solitaire, he's fucking cool. I love the Solitaire. The Troop Masters, which is where most of my damage comes from the Harlequin part. The squad of Storm Guardians, they're like sticky, objective, battle line guys that advance and shoot. They've got a couple of melta guns, a couple of flamers. Like, they're pretty good at playing Warhammer. 3 5-man troops, 1 big brick of troops, and then 3 clown cars to drive my troops around in. 2 Dark Reaper squads, 2 Fire Dragon squads, added Rangers because I feel like Rangers. I was afraid of like infiltrating and scouting stuff, so I added a squad of Rangers, and then I've got 2 of these Warlock Conclave units. So like when you have Warlock Conclave, they're one of those units that can like join a bodyguard unit, and then also a character can join. So whatever unit they're part of, if a Farseer's in it, they get -1 to wound. So they're going to be like rolling around with the Storm Guardians and the Farseer and stuff. It just, they got a pretty good flamer. They've got this spear thing that's kind of stupid. They have a strength 9 spear that they throw at you, and if it's no AP, but if you fail to save, it's 3 damage. So it's not bad. They have the same thing in combat. And then I have this like Warlock Skyrunner. It's just like a action monkey. Most of the list is, you run the good aspect warriors like Dark Reapers and Fire Dragons for killing stuff. And then normally when you play Warhammer, you need like Warhammer playing stuff, and that's what the clowns do. Like I can move 4 different ways in my opponent's turn with the clowns. They're very slippery, they're very hard to kill. They're not super.
You don't have any Death Jesters or anything like
No, the
that?
Death Jester is kind of shit, to be honest. He's not that good anymore.
I remember you used to run him a lot.
Yeah, my only load up is the Solitaire, and he hasn't changed ever. So if you've played the Solitaire in the last 4 years, he's exactly the same.
Solitaire moves fast, right? He can go like 24
He fucking hauls
inches.
ass, dude.
He moves,
Yeah.
And it's not an advanced move.
Yeah, he moves
Called a
base 12,
blitz.
So you can't really.
and you can blitz with him, and he gets +2d6 to his move and +3 attacks. So like he can.
Dude, NFL Blitz, great game.
So he goes from like
Back in the
deployment
day.
zone to deployment zone. He'll have 12 attacks with precision. He's pretty cool. But there's like so many tricks with the Harlequins. Like I can react move, I can fight on death, I can revive characters, which is really good for the Solitaire because he fights first. So if I can manage to like lose my Solitaire during my opponent's like shooting phase, then when you charge me, I'm gonna fight first, so I get a bunch of extra value out of them. Harlequins also have a flip belt. Like every Harlequin model has a flip belt, which is really funny. They ignore vertical distances. So like if I'm, for example, chilling out in front of that like 3-story ruin and someone moves close to me, I can react move, but move on top of the 3-story ruin, so you can't charge me.
You're the one who chose WTC terrain for this event, yeah? With 3 stories?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Smart move. That's smart move.
No, I was gonna play Pink Tide, but I didn't have.
Quick question about that. This is say you went to the 3rd story. Can knights ever interact with the 3rd story fighting?
But it's engage range 5 inches up.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 inches up is I just wasn't sure if there were any. Yeah. So is that what's left of the magic box? Basically, I guess you can still shoot into it again the other side, but you can never interact with it fighting.
Yeah, not in combat, no. But
Does he measure like base to base up?
I guess, right?
5
Yeah.
inches vertically, and the top story is 6. So if you wanted to fight the top story, you have to be at the 2nd story, and then to be able to fit on the 2nd story, you have to be like infantry.
The guy pulling that trick sure knows how to measure 5 inches vertically. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. No, I can't measure. I don't have the reach for that. So. Yeah, playing clowns and Eldar, good stuff. With the Warlock things. I feel like the Warlocks are pretty cool. So
it's a really long list.
Yeah, it's actually really long. I have to cut it in 3 slices to get past Discord free when I share it with people. Not that anybody wants to see my stupid Eldar list, but when I do share them, I have to like cut it into 3 slices. But yeah, those are all the lists. For anybody who wasn't here at the beginning, I just want to reiterate that we're doing WTC terrain, so review the rules for it, and we're doing WTC scoring, so make sure.
Yeah, let's look at that because everyone's playing knights. Go up real quick. There's just something I noticed. Like scroll up a little more, please. Scrolling up, right there is a good one. So like, well,
We already
this
talked
one's
about this.
you already talked about you just can't move. You can't move on the sides basically.
Well, I mean, you could, but you have to take a battle shock test or
I
whatever.
mean, go through the terrain. Yeah, you got to go through the terrain.
Go through the terrain, yeah. But like if it's green, you don't have to go through. So like
All right, just making sure. Just making
like
sure.
a hammer and anvil here, like everything in the middle, you don't have to like take the test to move through this stuff. You just move through it as long as you end on the other side.
And the tall crates, we probably might have already talked about this, but those tall crates, you don't move, like those aren't at the battle shock to move through the tall crates, right? Or no?
They are obstacles. So it's two crates stacked on top of each other as obstacles.
Okay, you can't. Can you move through those or no? I don't even know the rule.
You can't move through them. You have to walk around them.
Okay. Okay.
But they're not necessarily obscuring. So like if you could just look over them, you can shoot whatever's behind them. Right? They don't have like a base. Like
Yeah.
features.
Yeah. So the crates are not obscuring.
No, they're not.
So like on this picture, are those things crates on the top and bottom?
Yep. The two grades.
They gotta be obscuring, right? Because wouldn't they close that firing lane down, or straight look over the top of them? Because otherwise there's like huge firing lanes on either side, and then whoever's playing two Lancers is fucking coming right now.
Let's see.
What's the question?
If the crates on the top and bottom obscure, like
I know
like if they obscure-
specifically the crates, you can't see in between the two crates, so there's no like line of sight there.
Sure, but I mean, like, think about a knight is easily way taller than two crates, right? So I'm just
Right.
thinking, can a knight be seen from downtown
The terrain
across the map?
category is armored containers. It's not ruins.
Mhm.
So if your knight is standing behind like a crate, like if it's like partially obscured by a crate, if they can see over the crate, they can shoot you.
Yeah. Which
Yeah, but I've kind of played this before with like the semi-obscuring crates, and if you're far enough away, obviously they can't see over.
Right.
Or if you're like running like Ripper swarms, like for the Tyranid players, or like
Something
just small, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you still have to see
Mhm.
whatever it is, but like like I could hide
Yeah.
like 5 like clowns behind one probably because they're so small.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially the double stack ones.
Yeah. These are all double stacked, and it says in the rule that you can't see, even if like our things are kind of warped, you can't see between the
Yeah.
two crates, only around or above.
Perfecto.
I pinned that PDF, by the way, for the measurements on the deployment maps and everything, so please use that to save your eyes, seriously. Because the document fucking hurts.
I'll probably print these out and put them on the tables too, because I think people will need the scoring matrix also. But yeah, just to reiterate on scoring, like we're using WTC points as the scoring metric for placing. So it's not wins and losses. Like if you win, that's great, but it's based on how many points you score is how you'll be placed at the end. So it is possible to lose like a close game and still win the event.
Yeah,
Win
and
three close
also
games and come in last.
on the same note, if you guys are within a 5-point difference, remember it doesn't matter because you're still gonna tie your opponent if you're talking about less than a 5-point difference, right? So play with intent, but also play through your matches because it does matter for the rest of the players in later stages of the RTT.
I will also say on tabletop battles, it does give you the option to use WTC scoring.
It does.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Yeah. Makes it easier.
Nice.
That's good for people who can't divide by 5, which is the majority of us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, math so hard.
God damn.
We have enough autistic people that some of them are
Somebody,
good.
Should be
somebody
fine.
can do it.
Yeah.
Somebody can do it.
Just like I call around your table and someone will help you.
How many points I got?
I don't think that's anything. That's it, right? We don't have anything else we have to talk about.
You got a tight little man pussy on you, don't you?
All right.
Got the fucking soundboard dump at the end of the stream. Gotta love it.
I gotta turn the stream off before the racist stuff comes out.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Street Fighter now?
Oh, we playing Street. I'm gonna have Street Fighter set up at the event for sure. I need everyone to witness me just like dumpster Mike in Street Fighter, like just absolutely obliterate that guy.
Some modern controls.
Oh, there it is. There
I'm trying to get their ass whooped.
There it is.
Here comes the real bad shit.
It's gonna fight me
Then
with some
give, baby.
brass knuckles too.